One of the things that I think has played a role here and that is going to be a huge fight that people maybe don't quite see coming is the National Flood Insurance Program. And that might sound obscure and it might sound wonky, but it is really important and in some ways has already, in a quite literal way, paved the way for what we saw in Houston. You wrote a great piece about this. How has that program brought us to the point where we are seeing the worst floods ever, 7 of the 8, I think, worst floods ever just in the last 20 years?
Yeah, I mean, look, storms are natural events, but floods are almost always man-made disasters. Because when the waters rise, it doesn't really matter if there aren't people and stuff in the way. And what the flood insurance program has done has essentially made it really cheap to build in harm's way. You know, there are supposed to be standards to prevent new construction in the 100-year flood zone, to require you to elevate or relocate if you get really substantial damage from a flood. But back in 1998, they released a report called Higher Ground, where they talked about repetitive flood losses. And there was one home that had flooded 16 times in 18 years under the program. And of course, that home was in Houston, which was the national capital of repetitive losses. And we've seen it again with a tropical storm in 2001 that caused $5 billion of damages in Houston, again in 2015, 2016, and now 2017. You know, they call them floodplains because it's plain that they flood. And if you make it cheap to build there, people are going to build.
I just want to be clear. What we are doing right now as national policy is how the federal government subsidizes and incentivizes people to build in areas that are likely to flood. It then is a pain, a terrible pain, and I've interviewed people after Sandy and other places to try to actually get the reimbursement because dealing with flood insurance is terrible.
It's a pain.
But we're basically incentivizing people to build in floods, and now they're going to go back to Congress and try to reform this program as people are looking around in Houston. Only 15% of people have flood insurance saying, I'm screwed.
Right. Well, partly because there's, you know, they're supposed to have these 100-year flood maps where anybody who lives in a place that's likely to get flooded once every 100 years or has a 1% chance of getting flooded in any particular year is supposed to have flood insurance in order to get a mortgage. But Houston has had 3 500-year floods in the last 3 years, which of course would be a, you know, that would be a 1 in 2 million chance if it was a coincidence.
Wow.
But it's not a coincidence. You build in the floodplain, you know, you're paving over wetlands and prairies that used to soak up the water, and instead you're creating highways and driveways that just toss more water into the bayous. You're increasing the floods, and you have more people and businesses in harm's way. You're increasing the costs, and that's how you've had pretty much all of the really costly floods in U.S. history have been in the last couple of decades.
I want to highlight one thing you just said: 3 500-year floods in Houston in the last 3 years. Michael Grunwald, thanks for your time.
Anytime, Chris.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.